Good morning, Mizen. Do you have any advice for reconciling the relative with the absolute? Absolute? How do we find a balance between our personal life and our spiritual journey? The two should be one way. Yes, that's a very good question. The real practice is in the personal life. For example, I have 3 kids. I have a beautiful wife, 3 cats, and some chickens. So my job is a practitioner of TCM. Basically, I work. I live with our family. Then, in these interactions, right in the, especially in the families, because family is your 道场, is your the place to practice your spiritual journey. Actually, the, monks or nuns, they go to temples, they go to mountains to practice. Yes, it's a good way to start, but real practice is in the family, is in the relationships, especially the core relationship. For example, parents, partners, and kids. Because these 3 relationships are where you are attached to. Are where this family, the core relationship, are where we are abounded, or grasping or resisting most frequently and strongly. Make sense? The stranger on the street won't influence you so much, not at all. So the spiritual journey is in the everyday life. That's called the bodhisattva in the world. Because you are really experiencing the dual world, the dualities in the world. In the world is a place of duality, trust me. No matter how good you are, no matter what you do, there's always judgments on you. There's always that you're not perfect enough. You are not complete enough. So actually, this is a very good question. In the real world, in the phenomena world, there's no perfection at all. There's no perfection in the material world or phenomena world. Phenomena world means the things you can see, you can have, the relationship you can have, the memories and so on. So outside or externally, there's no perfection, there's no completion. Only in your heart. In Buddha, we say Dharma world, Dharma realm, 法界. So only in your heart you can have that perfection and completion, completeness. So, for example, once you are disturbed by the relationships, especially in the family life, right? You back to your source, back to the inner stillness. The stillness is not outside, no, never. The silence is never outside. It's always inner silence and the inner stillness. inner silence and inner stillness, meaning you are not judgmental, you are not resisting, you are not rejecting, you are not grasping. It's like you are a biofield living in infinite biofields. Everybody is a biofield with a mind, with a body, with his or her understanding of the world, and you have yours. So all these energetic biofield interferes with each other. Make sense? Even in a tree, in a tree, a flower, a dog, a cat, they have biofield that we can interfere with. We can, play with. But sometimes we have especially in the family relationship, that biofields strongly attached to or resisting each other. Makes sense? If you could look at energetic level, the biofields, the energy always interfere, play, interlayer each other in a sense of human being, in emotions level. So we are angry, depressed, we are sad in all that interactions of the biofields. So this is a moment when you interact with anything, especially your family members. You should find the inner peace and inner calm that is always here and now. Here and now. So that's the place we need practice. And you will see your tendencies of, judging, resisting, grasping. So we need these interactions. We need this play. And you can perceive it completely, clearly, with wisdom. Meaning they are empty. They are the projections or reflections in your conscious mind or conscious mirror. You see that? You see that? Is in the interactions, you try to be still and silent at the same time. Real practice is not in the sutras, is not in these conversations. No. We just right now have a little bit understanding of the theories of the knowledge, but we need to apply all this knowledge, wisdom into the everyday life, and it's become one. Like you said, there's no conflicting, there's no, resisting judgments and attachments in your everyday life. The biofields, the energy level, the energy is just dancing with every energy, with every other energy. I mean, as a person, as a tree, as a dog, as and this in even the energy is your reflection in your conscious mind, and it's not real. Only you as pure consciousness is real. Without you, all the phenomena will disappear, just like a deep sleep without dream. Everything disappears. You see the trends, that's good. You're aware of the habitual thinking patterns and so on. Sometimes it's externally influenced from external, but sometimes it's generated by our memories, internally, and our tendencies, the limited consciousness. It's just like a storage of who are you. Sometimes it's triggered by the five senses. Sometimes it's triggered by the uh, internal mental activities itself, without the stimuli of the external five senses. You know, the sixth sense is the boss. Again, it can be manifested by itself without help of the five senses. The sixth sense, the mind, can work by itself. Actually, this is the call we need. Again, it's a Dharma realm. Again, 法界. So Buddha's teaching is so beautiful. It directly points to your human psyche, human psychological activities. Because if that's where we have this, experience, right? Use internally, even though there's Mexico Beach, 100 people on Mexico Beach. Is everybody there happy? No. Imagine somebody's, on a beautiful beach, but his or her internal state is awful. Okay, then he or she must be in an awful state. So the mind itself, the inner state of being, is the true experience. Actually, make sense? So inner stillness, inner calm, is the place, we can heal ourselves, we can ground ourselves, we can stabilize ourselves. When I'm in the nature animals, the beauty of the sky, and is moved by a poem, I feel peace. Yes, is this place related to my inner silence? Is this the right place of what I'm talking about? A tinted place. So again, five senses, what we see, listen, smell, taste, and touch, can help us to have that inner stillness or inner peace, or calm, joy, and so on. Yes, that's why there's monks and nuns, they used external surroundings as Buddha's image, as sutras, to evoke, remind that inner peace, wisdom, joy, and so on. But ultimately, you don't need anything to be calm, because that thing is already here and now. So ultimately, there is no external and internal. You see that? For most people, the internal, okay, this is my body, this is my mind, this is my internal thing. This is me. And except this me, and there is everything that is not me. No. If you really practice meditation, even now, I can feel the whole thing, the whole external and internal is one. Your conscious mirror, that everything is reflected in you. You are spaceless. You're formless, while every form and space-time is in you. Then the whole external, you see the word is very powerless now. External and internal is you. There's no external and internal. it's the how to say, you are aware of everything, then everything is in you, right? Make sense? And you are aware of your tendency, so it's in you. The nature, the poem definitely helps. We could cry, we could laugh, we are touched by the all other sentient beings, beautiful, poems or music or paintings or architect, any beauty that is in the human civilization. But the beauty is already in you, in everybody's heart, and you are pure. You just observe all the beauty and all the ugliness or the awfulness in the world without any judgments, resistance, and attachments. That's all. And you're free. You're free from any beauty, from any ugly. And for this purpose, we need some meditation to quiet mind, to still mind, to see the Buddha's teaching, to experience the sage's teaching. So it becomes your realization. It becomes the knowledge in the book becomes your true understanding. Then, oh, you realize everything is real. Everything, I mean, the Buddha's teaching is real, sage's teaching is real. Like now, your conscious mirror. Everything manifested in you, and you can enjoy. You can play with. You can deal with. But you're beyond all these phenomena. Yeah. All these phenomena. You can transcend. You just become one with everything, everybody, and everything, everybody, the interaction between you, the awareness, and everything, everybody, that interface is the place. It's like horizontal is a horizon of black hole, where the black hole is in the field with the external space. Actually, it's really beautiful, so beautiful. You realize you are the entire ocean again, and you see every drop of the water. Most of drops, they don't understand they are the entire ocean. They suffer. So you may have some compassion. You try to help, but before you do that, you can stabilize yourself to really, ground it. Yes, I understand intellectually and emotionally that I'm the mountain, but not at the same level as you. It's okay. You are that already. Again, we just so all the Buddha, our nature is same as all the sages. Is as any gurus. Okay, you are admire, you pay respect to. You are the only difference, listen carefully, is the level of the illusion. It's like the sky is the same, but in an area the clouds is heavy, and in other areas of the skies the clouds is less heavy, and other parts of the sky is very little cloud, and Buddha's sky is cloudless, completely no cloud at all. So in that perspective, our nature is same, but the level of illusion is different. That's what we need to do, to remove illusion is different. But ultimately, there's nothing to remove because it's all your illusion. It's like you try to remove the moon in the water. You don't need to remove it. You know it's fake. You know it's unreal. That direct knowing, even my voice is unreal. It's just your like reflection on your conscious mirror. If you can see that, you see every image. So in Diamond Sutra, there's maybe next time I can talk about it. There's a famous quote: if you see forms are formless, you see Buddha. 若能见相非相，即见如来. If you can see every form, every five skandhas, all are empty, you see Buddha, or you see Tathagata. Tathagata is the Dharma body, is the Dharma body of Buddha. 法身. Maybe later on I will more explain the sutras. I really find, wow, it's classic because it has been, it's a teaching from the full enlightenment Buddha. That's all. Every word he says valuable. Is 1,000 grams gold valuable. 若见诸相非相，即见如来. So you see all the projections, you see all the tendencies, habitual thinkings, habitual behaviors, even the habitual words here. But you know it's not real. Then you see Tathagata, yes, the Dharma body of Buddha. So if you say Shakyamuni Buddha is the physical body of Tathagata, okay? So if you see me, so this is my physical body, but behind me there's a greater me. You too, everybody too, okay, everybody. Even not everybody, every tree is, every animal does. You see the object, but you can see through and see beyond. Then actually you are inclusive, everything. You are includes everything because your consciousness is inclusive, is not exclusive at all. Once you open your eyes, it's inclusive. All is you, yet only you. All are you, yet only you. Yes, the sutra is supposed to break the illusion. And we were touched, sometimes we were touched by, the writings, the translations, the, collections of all the Buddha's teaching. When I say Buddha, it's not only the Shakyamuni Buddha, it's all the enlightened being. They, especially, because Buddhism is so rich and systematic, so after Shakyamuni Buddha, after his nirvana, there's a lot of awakened beings pave the ways, build the temples, build the it's a temple in Dharma realm. It's a road in Dharma realm. It's not physical. It's in your heart. Right now, you can imagine a temple in your heart. It's not it does not exist externally, but it's real for you. You see the Dharma realm, 海应生罗常住用. So it's real for you. That's how beautiful you are, how powerful it is. Our mind, our pure mind it contains everything. It can manifest everything. It can generate everything actually. Imagine sunset now. Boom. Instantly. You can have that feelings and image. Seagulls, right? Ocean waves. You see, you don't need to go to beach. If you really practice this visualization, like temples, mountains, instantly you are in it. That's the power of the Dharma realm. That's the power of our pure mind. It can generate, create. 海应生罗常住用，法见圆明自在用. So I will try to explain the sutras more and more in the future. Okay, I think that's all for today, Miss Anne. Thank you for coming, and